So as a market research happening and targeting like almost more than 850 senior executives, directors levels and above in different area. The company, Gemini, is run this research, and they ask a lot of questions to pretend and see what is the interaction of these CISOs or CIO people who they are willing to do, and where they are using it. They are using it in the IT, in the OT, in the IoT, in which different domains they are using it. And they use it in these countries like France, Germany, UK, which is included in this area and covered by multiple sectors, and most known sectors like the consumers part, retails, banking, insurance, automotive, and the utility and the telecom, which is the most of the utilities that it need a lot of enhancement, and it will be impacted with good impact with the AI adoption itself for that part. So organizations are turning to AI as a threat and overwhelm cyber analysis. What is this meaning? Meaning that a lot of organizations today have a problem with the analysis part, with the time to recover, time to detect, time to prevent the attacks, to analyze based on a signature-based solution, cybersecurity solution itself. So as you can see from the statistic, that 61 of the organizations acknowledge that they will not be able to identify critical threat without AI. So you can imagine, which is almost more than 50% of all of these 850 executives they mentioned, or organization, because the cyber attacks can quickly compromise a critical operation, maybe OT system from industrial area, oil and gas, power, electricity, anything. They can do it. But if we have the AI within our system and within the solution itself, it will be able to predict any change, any analysis, any critical measurement, and do fast action together. Also, they will be able, let's say, to track more than like 27,000 or 100,000 of vehicle is running within one company, and make the calculation between them, and let's say show the risk, where is the decreations of the time, where is the delays, how they can improve, all of these type of predictions that can be happened and can be saved in different area itself. So the cybersecurity breach, mainly most of the breaches happening, as you can see, in the telco companies, because the DDoS attacks, the front line of any country is the telco company, and they are using it a lot to prevent these type of attacks. But again, still, they are not capable to stop all of the type of DDoS attack because of the capability of the system itself, and the AI. They will be increasing this type of capability to predict the increase of the attacks, the change of maybe some configurations or misconfigurations in some area. The deep learning over there will start predicting more and more, which is functionality, or let's say features, the normal analysts, engineer, or security analyst cannot do it in a short period of time, because of the billions of devices that they have, billions of logs that they have it, and they cannot predict, or they cannot analyze very huge amount of let's say of devices or logs itself for that. So the organization, they are start increasing the base of adoptions of AI. So you can see now a lot of vendors, they start both the AI engine, the machine learning engine in the IoT device more, cloud security, network security, in the endpoint itself, the identity access, and they start also let's say, upgrade the existing running solutions for their customers. So they ask questions, do you use an AI in cybersecurity for the following area in your organizations? So the answer, you can see that most of the AI use of the security was into the network security part and so on, in the data security and the others. So this is how the AI is impacting these type of categories and changing it. And as you can see also, that the higher of, utilization of the AI starting from detections, then predictions, then response. So these three main areas that the normal analysis who want to device to detect, and you need the engine inside this device to predict about linking multiple event in different angle of the network and doing the response itself. So from this one, AI start use from the detections part, they have the deep learning, they have the machine learning, detection based that allow them to analyze the full activity within the network itself, reaching up to the USB device for that, and link all the dots together in order to predict and know that if this action or this event continue to increase, it will cause this type of problem. And this is type of predictions and alert, which is make more analysis and go on a deep dive, analyzing and go to the internet to find more similar cases from intelligence database or from any use case already running there from whatever the risk is happening before, and link all of these predictions that they have it and start prepare for response, which is to do increase the number of or the time of response itself. So here you can see that the rate of each organization of using the AI in these areas, so it's very high, especially in the detections and the predictions. You can see it is medium utilizations at the current time, not the future, but the future it will be increased and change these type of activity within the area itself. So the survey also asked how organization will be beneficial from the AI in the cybersecurity. There is a three main area they will get a beneficial from it. Starting from lowering the cost to detect and response to the breach, which is helping the investigators, the incident response, all of these team inside the network to offload a lot of work from them and make their mediation to the threats is much faster for that, which is bring a huge opportunity to the cybersecurity to enhance the cybersecurity and enhance the capability of detections, because we are reducing the cost and we are getting much faster. The second point is make the organization faster to respond. Definitely, because the time taken to detect the breach now is much faster of the time of the remediation, and the remediation is much faster as well, because you want to recover very fast from the breach itself and save a lot of money and impact at the same time. So imagine if you have a power plant maybe get impacted or something and you want to recover fast. Through the AI it will be like seconds of recovery, but with the normal human detections, I believe it will need more than at least 2 to 3 hours, which is cost a lot of money in the country itself, or hospitals, homes, factories, all of these itself. And the third use is the AI can help organization provide higher accuracy of detections breach. because of they are depending on a database or algorithms across the internet, collecting this information, do the analysis, and put it with a predictions engine. Then start do the fast, let's say, action and accurate detection because of the accurate detection itself that they have it. So you can see that these three main things where that AI will get beneficial into the cybersecurity. Lower the cost of detection to the breach and make the faster response itself and accurate detections of the breach, where the breach is happening, from where it start and how it is start, so we will know exactly how they are doing it. So where should organization focus their AI cybersecurity initiatives? This is a very good question because really they need to understand and prioritize the use case, where I should implement it, where is the weaknesses point that I have it in my network. So in order to quick win for the AI in the cybersecurity implementation itself. So this will help to avoid a lot of implementation challenges, because we have a lot of traditional systems. We cannot change it in the day and night, but I need to prioritize it, and I need to have the use case and fast adaptations and avoid the implementation challenges with all of the requirement that I might have. So the high potential use cases for the AI in the cybersecurity, actually, when they analyze a lot of use cases from, let's say, average implementation of high benefits to low benefits and medium and so on, they see that there is a relation between them, because IT, OT, IoT, it's almost connected together. Maybe OT is let it separated, but a lot of research prove that most of the attacks happening from inside the OT happening from spear phishing, which is from IT. So you can see that still there is a very high potential use cases like building roadmap of the AI in the cybersecurity. This is the first things that they need to have it and start implementing it. Where is your use case? You can see the diagram here. The top in the corner, you can see this is the top average implementation, which is the top important part, or the high potential, which is the fraud detections, malware detections, the user and machine behavior analysis, intrusion detections. All of these cannot be caught by a human very easy. It needs detections from the machine and need faster action. So this is how we prioritize the implementation and the migration to the to implementing the AI in cybersecurity itself. And we do have many of use cases, as you can see. Start from, let's say, scoring risk in the OT network itself, or the intrusion detections itself. And you can see how the industry implementation can be done. We give an example for the scoring risk in the network or the OT from Verizon's, that they are empower the AI-powered endpoint security intelligence in their managed security services, which help to run a lot of security assessments to help the company identify, prioritize the risk, and detect it with a fast action from them. So we do have many of things. Maybe in the oil and gas or industrial, these are the priority, but into the banking, maybe the fraud detection itself is the top priority. Maybe the malware detection itself. So it's depends. So this is how we are building the roadmap of implementing AI into the cybersecurity itself. So we do have like 7 steps that you want to put it as a roadmap plan in order to implement it very well. sorry, it's 6 steps for that. Okay, starting from building your roadmap to identify, create a data platform. You identify the data source and create the data platform and prioritize your AI itself. So you can see that here, from here, you can start collecting where is the weaknesses point and where is the data source that you can bring it to the platform and start do the analysis for it. And going to the select the high impact use case. Once you identify the data, where is the use case that you want to use it? You cannot apply everything at the same time. You need to do it gradual, and you need to collaborate external to enhance the threats of the intelligence, which is meaning that you need to collect information from, let's say, multiple source of intelligence sources, and this type of intelligence being compiled and run from specialized company, and you can use this intelligence into your roadmap itself, and deploying the SOAR, which is the orchestrator automations in order to respond and improve the security management for that one. Because once you implement the rules, implement the data, the use case, that's it. Now execution will be run much faster, and it will be automated by the machine learning and understanding, and you need to just to do the fine tuning and fix whatever is there is issues. Definitely it will not be 100% let's say accurate, but at least you need to do the fine tuning gradual until you implement all the or all the aspect of the single use case. Then you go to the second use case and so on. And the most important part, which is train the cyber analyst itself. Before, the analyst, they depend on to the relying and collecting information from multiple systems, creating rules and so on. But now the analysts, they need to understand the algorithm itself. They need to understand how the algorithm is working, how the machine learning is working to detect why they analyze it like this, based on what is the parameters, all of these. Then they will be able to know and monitor the workflow that's happening with the help of the AI itself. And the final part is install the governance or implement the governance, because any new technology that's coming, definitely there is a lot of gaps, and there is no governance for that. So it needs to be improved and transparently with the ethics and the details itself. Okay. So as a conclusion here, that evolving, we need to evolve the IT/OT landscape and start expanding the attack surface in order to go from a particular use case to the complex security challenges and solve it out with a specific scope. We face a lot of engagement that the customer, he want to do everything at the same time. Nothing cannot be done at the same time, because machine learning, it needs time to understand the network itself, to build the database, the data sets itself, and to understand where is the data systems, the application, how it is work, how the workflow is happening. Then you want to build the governance, which will take some time, the best practices, the use cases, implementation, selections, and all of these things. And the most important part is the skills gaps, the team who will manage this one. Because if they don't understand the machine learning mechanism, the algorithms itself, the science behind how they are working, they don't need to be data science, or they need to be genius into the algorithms or so on, but at least they need to know how is this machine learning working, the main concept. With the time, they will be able to understand these type of predictions and detections, how it is happening when we implement the use cases itself. Okay.